something happened and someone said, call the fire service. What's the 999? And it's not 999.
Hi guys, if you watched the previous video, I had a session with ADO2 Koi who took us through home precautionary measures to prevent basic fire or accidents in our homes. Today, I'm here to have a session with him on the precautionary measures to take in the offices as well, because same way the fire can gas in the homes, same way we can have same issues in the offices or even on the streets. He indeed mentioned some numbers in the previous video. If you haven't watched yet, I'm sure he's still going to mention it in this one. Please take note of it and save it. But don't use these numbers for prank calls, because it's not the best. We've seen this over and over again, but I think it's high time we desist from this and get all things running and true. Freeman Source, if you're new, don't forget to do the needful, hit the subscribe button and drop a comment after watching this video. My boss, I'm here today. I'm feeling like a king here because I'm seated in this already. Boss, what's up?
Cool.
The last session was good. I had like more questions coming up as well. That's how come like I still came the same way I came.
Alright.
Are we good on that?
Sure.
Let's fire.
You're welcome once again.
Thank you, bro.
Good morning to everyone. And as we are here, fire education is important to us to help our public to be able to treat fires and stop fires at their initial stages.
Sure.
Yes. So in our offices, one thing everyone must take note that the office complex is a well-structured area.
Right.
That we believe that the offices must first have a certification, a fire certification, so that it is well assessed. The exit points, the assembly points are all intact.
Okay.
One thing we need to know is that in our offices, when we are closing from the office, we turn off all electrical appliances off. Turn your computers off. Turn all appliances you have off. Or maybe you can compromise with the fridge.
Okay.
Yes, if you have a fridge in your office, because of the stuffs you have inside too. But you keep on checking the wiring of your fridges and all that.
All right.
Yes. And you don't expose naked wires in your offices.
Okay.
A lot of people expose naked wires, and because of their adjustments in the office.
Managers of wires.
Because cords must be bound together.
Okay.
You bind them together so that they become a complete cable.
Okay.
And then it will be free of allowing people not to fall, and then the heat that they produce will not.
But how often do you think that the safety officers in the offices should be checking on the wires or the wiring or
every
the
day
appliances in the office?
Every day. We call
Some
such a
offices
person.
don't even have the safety officers.
Yes.
Yeah.
But at least there should be a responsible person in charge of safety.
The must.
Yes, they must. If not, then one thing the service does is that we go to the office and educate everybody.
Okay.
We educate everybody on fire safety, how to use the fire extinguishers, and do exit drill.
That is another thing. The fire extinguisher usage.
Yes.
People don't know how to use it, but they have it in the office.
Yes.
I think we should create a video on this.
Definitely.
Right.
So you have to also practice the exit drill.
Okay.
We call something exit drill. Maybe a simulation exercise where, in case there is fire, where will you pass immediately? So the exit point of the... Yes. And in your office, you should not pile things up. Some offices are in a mess. The books, the boxes, they are in a mess. You should allow air to circulate in your office, so that whatever heat that is generated would be circulated by the air produced.
Right.
Yes, heat can cause the fire.
Oh.
So when your storerooms you store a lot of things in your office. There are some offices you don't even have a space to
it's so
choked and all that. They're in a clutter,
like stuffy.
Yes. You need to allow space so that air can circulate.
But, at times it's not their fault per se, because the office space is not big enough.
Yes.
And like these days, things are expensive. Like to get an office space, like an ample or a decent office space, is a problem in some parts of the country. So, I don't know.
But safety is important.
Yeah.
You can't compromise with that and get the whole building bent off. And
Right.
the walkways in our offices, that is the corridors in the offices and all those things, we shouldn't have items or loads on those walkways such that the walkway will be very small for people to pass through. Because when in case of emergency, there should be quick access.
Yeah, it's like quick movement on there.
Quick movement. So fire in offices are mostly electrically caused. So when there is any electrical fault, we call the professional. Don't be the hero to work on adding some cables to it and all that.
People do that a lot.
People do that a lot. People do that a lot. When even the plug is blown out, they put naked wires into the sockets.
That I've seen, especially in barbering salons, and fitting shops. Well, there's not to hit on anybody in particular, but these are the places I've seen these things. We see naked wires being plugged directly into the socket.
It's wrong.
It's not good. Stop.
It's a bad habit. It's a bad habit. And as I said, everyone in the office should be able to use the fire extinguisher. And that will also help. We should always be conscious and safety minded, and then it will help. We should help each other in the office, because it's some hours we use those spaces for some hours and we go home. Yes, we are not there all the time. It's very unfortunate that you hear that on weekend fire started in an office, and you will be like, what happened? Maybe you left the appliances on.
So they overheated.
Yes, they overheated, and that caused it. Some have microwave in their offices and all that.
Yeah.
And they might get the food warm and forget to put off the microwave. They all happen like that.
You mentioned something very important. You said the Ghana Fire Service unit. Is it unit,
yes,
right?
Department or service. Yes.
Okay, service. You once in a while go to offices to educate people.
Yes, safety training.
Yes. How often does this happen?
As more we do it
as frequently as
possible. And then sometimes an office can have about 2 trainings in a year.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Okay, because it's very important. When you mentioned it, I was like, at least there's something relieving here. Because we get employed, and all we need, or all they teach us, is mostly the job itself. But the other things that make it complete, we don't really get. Self-defense, firefighting, and all, we don't really get it. That's why when you mentioned it, I was so happy to hear that.
The safety department in the jurisdiction where the office is located, yes, they go on to their places and then embark on those educations.
Right. Thank you very much. Well, I'm very fortified. I'm satisfied as well with this in-depth knowledge you just shared. And you can only get it here on Loyce Fitness channel. Hit the subscribe button already and drop a comment for my boss here. Do you have any other things we should know about?
Your office, if your office is not having a smoke detector, fix it.
Having what?
Smoke detector.
Smoke
detector. All offices must have smoke detectors.
I see.
Yes.
Okay, because the smoke comes before the fire.
Yeah, the smoke comes before the fire. So the detector would signal it, and the security on duty or anyone on duty or whoever is around will quickly attend to it. So in this office, when there's a smoke detector and there's before the fire, and the smoke comes first. So when it gets the smoke, then it will blow the alarm.
And that's why you hear the bell.
Yes, some will beep will beep non-stop.
Okay.
Yes. And then fire extinguishers installed in the office complex. Very important.
Advantage points.
Advantage points. And practice the exit drill. Some office complex has two-story, three-story. Imagine it is happening on the last floor. How do you escape that? So that practice will help quickly. That as you hear the smoke detector beeping, and
you know where to assemble.
You know where to assemble, and that is all. And our number is 192. The emergency number.
Very, very important.
Something happened and someone said, call the fire service. What's the 999? And it's not 999. So it is 192.
192. It's rolling down your screen. Please pick it and save it as an emergency number.
Yes.
192. Right? That's the Ghana National Fire Service number. So when they call,
yes, it gets to the control room.
Okay, and
then they dispatch.
Okay.
They dispatch the appliance to quickly move there.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Officer Koyi. Do you have anybody you want to maybe say a little shout out to before I take leave of you? You can just tell them straight out.
So shout out to my brother Eso Dennis Clay. Yes, a very supportive guy.
Wow.
I work with, and then to my loved ones and family.
Nice.
I love them all.
Nice one. Yes. We love you all, Loyce Fitness family. Anybody watching this video in the US, UK, Canada, Europe, Africa, especially Nigeria, you guys are giving massive support. I really appreciate you. And my homeland, Ghana, I really salute you so much. It's been your boy, Freeman Sources. And today I decided to give you safety tips on how to manage fire in your offices, because we need it. I need you alive. I need you strong. Fitness is beyond just the physical body. Until next session, let's